Hello, everybody.
And welcome back to Influenced,
the social media podcast that made it out of the group chat.
I didn't know that was our new slogan, but I love it.
Lex, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How am I doing this week? Well, should we tell them what just happened?
What just happened?
My amazing genius idea.
Oh, Lexi had a really genius idea that she just came up with.
Yeah, honestly, that's the only thing I can remember about out of my week, because I was like, wow, I am pure genius for this. Mm-hmm. So basically, a couple hours ago, I had a friend call me. She FaceTimed me, and she's in an Uber, and she's crying.
Sweet girl.
Which is not good, obviously.
It happens.
But, she gets here and we're chatting, she's fine, had a moment, as we all do. One thing I was thinking about, because we looked at her Uber rating and it was, wasn't the best. I've seen better.
Anything under a 4.9, I feel like is not great.
Yeah, and I'm a 4.9. Nikki's a 4.9.
7.
Which I've never heard in my life, so I don't know. She must not Uber a lot. But my idea was for cruise, because they're all over San Francisco right now. They're driving around with no one in them. It's very dystopia. It's crazy.
Cruise, what is Cruise? Cruise is a rideshare service.
Self-driving cars, rideshare service.
Yeah, and they're just going all around the marina, all around San Francisco.
Yes.
Literally, I'll see somebody in the backseat of a car.
There's no driver.
It's terrifying.
So anyways, crying in Ubers, obviously, might bring your Uber rating down. So what I was thinking is cruise, which is what the self-driving cars are called.
Yes.
Here's your new slogan. Are you ready? You can cry in a cruise.
You can cry in a cruise. So
all they need is some soundproofing too, and you're good to go.
Exactly. Especially with Valentine's Day coming up. I feel like that could be a really cool campaign. I don't know.
That honestly could be a good campaign.
It could be a sweet campaign. I'm just saying, the Influence podcast is here for you.
We are influencing you. We're giving you free ideas. If anyone's listening to this or watching this that works at Cruise, if you want to send us over some stocks, we wouldn't say no.
I wouldn't say no to a stock, and I wouldn't say no to a free ride. But before we get into it, I still want to catch up with you. I feel like I haven't gotten to actually...
I know.
It's been a couple days.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. I mean, I see you most days, but...
No, I'm saying it's been a week.
Oh, it's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a week since we last recorded.
But it's also been a week.
It's also been a week. Do you have any rose and thorns of the week? Do we dare?
Rose and thorn. Well, I think you know my thorn. I'm not going to say it on the pod. My rose, which is something I'll talk about later, but I did get a really great new perfume. And going back to the fact of bettering ourselves, doing our nails, making ourselves feel good, when you find that perfect perfume, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like that. And honestly, the thing that I love about fragrances is that there's such a nostalgic factor to it. I think about fragrances in high school. I don't know who
Victoria's Secret.
The
little square bottle or whatever.
I was a pure seduction girl. The hot pink liquid. It smells like gym locker room mixed with
nostalgia.
Just sweet, sickeningly sweet.
Your first kiss.
My first kiss.
But yeah, I would say that was my rose, because I just kept sniffing myself and getting whiffs of myself, and I was like, damn, I smell good.
What fragrance is it?
Matcha. The new one from Le Labo.
Oh, that's divine.
It's divine. And of course, I didn't get the big bottle because it was so expensive. I got the small one that was still $90, but worth it.
Just a spritz.
But yeah, that was my rose. So Nikki, what is your rose and thorn?
My rose and my thorn. Well, first of all, this week has been a week. But
a week. We'll say it again. It's been a week.
It's been a week. But right now, in the state that I'm in currently, I feel very chill. I feel very relaxed. I
wonder why.
I think it's just something in the air.
There's just something in the air.
Something in the clouds. I'm just feeling really zen right now. I was telling one of our friends I'm feeling very zen poppy.
Ooh, and she's drinking an Ollie Poppy.
I am drinking Ollie Poppy. The root beer flavor is still my favorite. But yeah, the week was fine. Rose and thorn. I think the rose that I have been looking forward to all week was recording the pod.
Duh, always.
Any chance that I get to just sit with my girl,
just chat away.
I'm so excited for the second rose that I have. Call this a bouquet. I am going to try a San Francisco institution tonight.
You are, and it's somewhere that I've actually never been, and I've lived here for almost 5 years.
Yeah, I'm trying out House of Prime Rib. I don't know exactly what to expect, but I'm just
a big fat steak. I'll tell you that.
A big old piece of prime rib.
I want that cow to come walk the steak out for you.
Yeah, moo moo baby. So those are my roses. I've been looking forward to these things all week. My thorn this week. I kind of hurt my back, and it's a humbling experience.
Yeah, it is. It's we're getting old.
We're getting old. It's not a good feeling. Honestly, part of it was like my ego feels bruised more than my back itself.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you how I injured my back.
God. Oh, God.
I was changing my sheets. And
Well, do you remember when I pulled my shoulder like 2 weeks ago? It was because I was taking my shirt off. Like I was changing clothes and I pulled something in my shoulder. I'm like, we are getting old.
like, what the hell?
It's humbling.
It's so humbling. And yeah, that really just threw a wrench into my plans because then I couldn't go ice skating, which was a little bit sad.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just threw my back out trying to put the freaking corner of my fitted sheet on my mattress.
Yep, that's called we are now over the age of 25 years old.
Yeah, 25. My freaking front cortex is fully developed and it's rough. But yes, so that's how our week is going. That's how our weeks have been. And we're just really excited to be finally sitting down and chatting with you all who are listening to the pod today.
Yeah. What's happening in the world right now? Our next segment, the good, the bad, and the weird. And there was a lot that happened this week. A lot of things blowing up the internet right now. I think we should get into the first one.
Yeah. So again, a lot of things are blowing up the internet right now, especially in the astrology world. More specifically, something that is, I would say it's hot news, but I think somebody else would say that's hot news.
That's hot.
That's hot. Paris Hilton is a mother.
And none of us even knew this was
happening.
Something in the works.
Yeah, I mean, she had a surrogate. She and her partner had a baby, a beautiful baby boy. And I just want to point out the fact that Paris Hilton is an Aquarius. Her husband, also an Aquarius. And their baby, also
that's too many birthdays.
It's not even about the birthday. That energy is gonna be crazy. Let me
okay,
just tell
give
you
me
that.
background on Aquarius because I don't know if I know too many.
So I have such a love for Aquariuses. The Aquarians in my life are just such beautiful people. They are definitely creative. They're definitely more insular. They're definitely like protective over their time and peace. They're also really fun and fun loving and just like to have a good time. And I don't know, I need to dig deeper into the Aquarians of the world. But I just know that the three of them all together,
they like to have a good time.
I'm really happy for Paris Hilton. I feel like we've both read so many articles about her upbringing, her childhood.
Oh yeah, like the boarding school,
like the boarding schools. And I think like when you're in the limelight that young, your childhood kind of gets taken away from you.
It does.
So I think this is an amazing experience for her to, you know, protect her privacy, protect her peace, and, you know, build a life for her child that maybe she didn't get to experience herself.
Is the next Nepo baby hot off the press? And one thing I'm going to predict here on the pod right here and now, because I'm a huge Real Housewives fan.
Yep.
Kathy Hilton is on it, and then Paris Hilton's aunt, Kyle Richards, is on it. I think Paris Hilton's going to be on Real Housewives one day.
I would
be living for it. If they will actually bring her on right now, I think it could save the series.
Can you say sliving?
Sliving. So Paris, if you're listening, we would love to see you on Real Housewives. We're also excited about that baby. Is it a boy?
It's a baby boy.
Baby boy.
Even though the stars are crazy, even though the stars are blind.
I wonder if she was DJing when the baby was born.
Lexi, what news have you come across this week?
So this is actually major. And before I get into it, I will say, you know, it's not like I support this person in any way. They're very problematic.
Super.
But it's all over the internet and it's something that can't be avoided. So there was a controversy that happened this past week where Michaela was on TikTok with her L'Oreal mascara being like, watch how long it makes my lashes. And then you can clearly tell she put on falsies.
So Michaela is a content creator.
She's a content creator on TikTok. She's one of the biggest
like beauty.
I don't know how to say her last name. That's why I didn't say it. So we'll link it in the pod somewhere.
She's from Boston. She's
the one with the accent.
Yeah, she always says, "Hey, let me put on my tot makeup."
Yeah, let me put on my
wicked pissing makeup.
Yeah, okay. So honestly, now you have the exact picture of who we're talking about in your head because that was amazing. But basically, the internet is up in arms because they're like, how can we trust? Like, she was essentially one of the realest when it came to reviewing makeup. Mm-hmm. But recently, this is like not the first time this has happened. And now it's essentially awakened Jeffree Star, who was one of the biggest beauty influencers, especially on the review side. He wouldn't take money for brands, and he would essentially give like unbiased thoughts and reviews on the makeup. And he made this TikTok. He's like, "You've awakened the beast." And so next week he's back on YouTube. What are our thoughts?
What are our thoughts? One, never was really a big fan of Jeffree Star prior to him being canceled about a million times. Yeah, so I wasn't always crazy about his makeup. Just always too,
very colorful.
Very colorful, very, like, gaudy, like, not necessarily my style. And then also, like, the kind of content that he made. He wasn't just a beauty guru. He was also, like, a personality figure.
So, I mean, I will say a lot of people do trust his makeup reviews, but that doesn't discount the fact that he is problematic. He's done a lot in his past that is not okay. So it'll be interesting to see like where he lands as far as views and like if his subscribers will still be loyal.
Is there a beef between Michaela and him? Is he like, because
no, there's no beef between them. He's essentially like, there's everyone has beef with Michaela. Everyone on the internet has beef with Michaela, which I'm sure they have beef now.
Yeah.
And so now Jeffree's like, I think he's just trying to capitalize off this beef.
My gosh.
Ever forget Jeffree Star, James Charles, and Tati. Never forget when those videos dropped.
All 3 videos dropped. Like, it was like
I remember I was in the office and working in influencer marketing. You're in the office with your coworkers and this drops.
Yeah.
We did not work that entire day, let me tell you.
No. So yeah, I guess Jeffree Star is back. We'll see what kind of direction he takes it. And he also allegedly dated Kanye West for about a week. So who knows?
So he says, and he also claims he has tea on every celebrity out there, which I'm like, who is telling you this?
Trisha Paytas.
You literally now live in Montana with your yaks. Like, I don't think you're getting the Hollywood tea anymore.
Yak it off, babes.
Yeah.
So, Lexi, hopping into our third
segment
event situation. You read an article this morning?
Yeah, so I'm on this newsletter and it kind of got me thinking, and I read an article this morning about like the concept of sleepovers.
Okay.
And just got me thinking about, back in the day, hanging with your girlies, sleepovers of like 15 to 10 girls. You're all in the basement. Because it was talking about like adult sleepovers. Like, do people have sleepovers with their friends as you grow up? Which, like, I would if any of my friends wanted to. Wink, wink.
I'm down. I'm literally down anytime. If you say sleepover, say less. I already have my rolling little
literally. But I was thinking, like, I wanted to ask you, because it got me thinking, were you one of those girlies who you were a sleepover gal, like you were never home, or were you one of the girlies that called your mom at 1 a.m.?
Oh, I was 100% down for the ride.
I know that about you. So what do you think I was?
As the leader of the pack, as the older sister, I feel like you maybe are more good at setting boundaries. And if you're not comfortable with the situation, you'd be down to be like, hey, Cindy, I'm fucking out of here. I'm calling my mom.
And that's the best way to put it, because that is the truth.
It is. Okay.
So, I mean, I got better at it over time, but I definitely, when I was younger, I wanted to be in my own freaking bed. I'm not down to sleep on the floor with also no pillow or blanket, because you know how it is. Like, you're literally having to use a piece of newspaper to cover up at your friend's house at a sleepover. There's only so many blankets to go around. I would rather be in my own bed, in my own house.
Honestly, that's totally valid. There's definitely 2 kinds of people: the people that stay for the night, or the people that leave in the morning, or leave like during the evening.
Yeah.
But honestly, those were some of my most fond memories growing up.
I was down later. This was like, I'm talking like, 4th, 5th grade. Once you get to like 6th grade, it's like, I'm down. See you, mom and dad. Like, I'm going anywhere else but here.
Peace, mom and dad. And then when you get into high school, it's like, peace, mom and dad. I'm sleeping over at my friend's house. But in reality, we're like in a field. At a party. At sleepovers, one of my favorite things to do with my friends was we would make music videos, actually. It was in the...
Same. Mine are still up on YouTube. So
Really?
One day maybe, we'll have to reveal them again to the world.
Exactly.
Because they're on private right now.
Yeah.
I took that shit down.
Do you remember back in the day when Miley Cyrus would make those YouTube videos?
Stop.
Miley and Mandy.
Yes. It's running through my head the exact... And then remember the Justin Bieber Selena one?
So cute.
Oh my God.
So those were the kinds of music videos that we would recreate. And we would just eat Dairy Queen. We would cake on makeup. Have photo shoots that we'd post on Facebook later and edit on Picnic.
Oh my God, do not remind me of Picnic.
That's how I knew I was going to be a graphic designer, is when I downloaded Picnic.
Yeah, honestly, we all thought we were graphic designers, and some of us should not have been.